Bitcoin is about to show everyone in the world what it can do and what it does when it wants to go in the other direction. Most people are going to lose their money right now. Most people are going to capitulate. Most people are going to get afraid and they're going to sell off and they're going to think, what mistake did they make? And they're going to lose most of their money. But the clever people, the smart money, they've been on this roller coaster a whole bunch of times. They're going to sit back and they're going to buy all of their reduced priced sale Bitcoin at a massive discount from all of these people that just can't hold on for the ride. With that said, my name's David Thorne. I am not a financial advisor. I'm not a professional trader. I am literally just a guy sat in front of a monitor talking to a microphone about red and green candles. This is my portfolio. This is me talking about my money, when I invest my money, what I see are good opportunities, when I see I should sell some of my Bitcoin. And basically, if you're just interested to listen what I've got to say about how I manage my own portfolio and only my own portfolio, well, my portfolio and my wife's money together, then you're more than welcome to listen in. With that said, let's jump straight in and have a look what's going on right now. As per normal, we start with the monthly chart. And as we can see, we've got this nice big candle here with this big bulk in the middle. You know, in the beginning, it was like this really, really strong, I'm going to the moon candle. And now it's kind of like, I'm going to sit in the middle here. I don't know quite what to do. But have we seen this pattern before? Have we seen this pattern before? I think so. So let's jump down into the weekly chart. Oh, weekly chart now. We're at Sunday at 8 o'clock European time. And you can see right now, there's a possibility. And this is a 50% chance here that it's going to go down and a 50% chance it's going to come back up again, right? But we can only see over the next 5 hours or so. We can only see that over the next coming hours where this is actually going to play. So let's move into the daily chart now, and we can see, well, there's some potential dumpage here, all right? I would say there's imminent dumpage. I mean, this here, they've got 3 strong candles right now, and we're on 19 minutes past 8 or 20 minutes past 8, and this looks like it's a pretty strong, it's got some momentum coming down right now. We've got some volume here, but it looks like it's going to take some of this price away. Coming down to the 4-hour market right now, we can see we're going to move into these moves later, but we can see now it's looking very strong to keep going even further. Where it's going to stop, we'll see probably as we go on. Let's go down to the hour now. The hour shows us, well, look, it's pushed past this 5-hour point now, right? It's broken this move 5 point, and now it's looking to come to this move 6. So I would suggest this is at a minimum, it's going to tap, as in a tap would be then here, this candle, it's going to tap move 6. Now, I think if it gets through, if it closes beneath move 6, we're going to see either a massive wick down to move 7, right? Or we're going to see a huge red candle down to 7. And then if it does go to move 7, it's going to go probably along sideways down to move 8. But I'm thinking that this is probably going to be a Monday morning thing. I think it might be a Monday morning sell-off, to be honest with you. But anyway, with that said, let's scroll back again to the people that are possibly panicking right now. If you are new to Bitcoin, if you are new to cryptocurrencies, and you have bought at the top, c'est la vie, that is life, all right? And you can't do anything about it right now. All you've got to do is think about the fundamentals here, right? Because if you have bought at the top and you're now just watching this for the first time, you have to think about the fundamentals with cryptocurrency and specifically Bitcoin. Now you ask, what are we talking about the fundamentals? We're talking about economics 101, right? When you go into a shop, a sweet store, or whatever it may be, and there is a chocolate bar there, or there is a newspaper there, or there is something that you want to buy. If you've got something you want to buy, someone has got to be selling that. So that means you go into the store and there's a chocolate bar, and the owner, that one person who owns that store, he bought that chocolate bar from a wholesaler and he placed it on that one till. And when he bought that chocolate bar, he went, what are the costs I have in order to place that chocolate bar there? What profits do I need to make sure that I can sell this one chocolate bar to return my money and make a profit? And also, what price do I need to give to know that I am the same price or cheaper price than the shop next door who's selling the same chocolate bar? So he has to make sure is how much demand, how many people are walking past my shop, and how many are going to come into my shop and say, oh, they're selling the same chocolate bar next door for a cheaper price. So the shop owner has to work out what price they're going to sell that one chocolate bar at. Now, that owner we'll also look at where he can buy that chocolate bar in a box from a wholesaler at the cheapest possible price so he can make the most profit in between. Now, this is the whole point of what I'm saying, is that if you've bought Bitcoin at the top, who sold you that Bitcoin? And when did they buy that Bitcoin? And what markup did they put on that Bitcoin to sell it to you? Now, if someone on the other end bought that Bitcoin at the top, right? And we don't care about the person they bought it from. And now they're selling the Bitcoin at a loss. And you buy their Bitcoin, right? Then you've made at least a little bit of money because you've bought it at a discount. But right now, Bitcoin is overbought, right? It means that the price is way too high. Now, I keep mentioning in my videos that this line here, it's an arbitrary line, right? And it doesn't matter where I put it. It's a very subjective line where you put it. Now, I'm investing my money on a long-term basis. So this line can come out to, let's put 2034 here, whatever, 33 is fine. So we're talking another 10 years. Now, if we got linear growth here, and at the moment, this is quite good linear growth. Let's bring it down to realistic linear growth. So we're expecting the price of Bitcoin to come and touch this line. And it more than likely will go under it, and it will go above it, and it will just be like a sine wave, a cosine wave, and so on. And it will just go up and down like this all the way, up and down. So the question is when is it going to touch these lines, right? So 40,000, 58,000, 64,000, where in the future is it going to go? You can't expect it just to be up here. This is called euphoria, right? And this is, you could say it's a bubble, right? But the bubble has got to burst at one point. Now, Bitcoin, it is a bubble, but it's a bubble that it allows itself to be popped. Okay, you see, and no one in Bitcoin, especially me and other people, no one is saying it's not a bubble. There always is a bubble in Bitcoin, but this is the point where the true Bitcoin holders, they know they can take some profits here, right? And then they can buy that Bitcoin back when the bubble starts blowing up again, right? So you've got to follow the smart money. The smart money is selling their Bitcoin, not all of it. They're taking profits. They're taking profits. How much for their time that they've invested into Bitcoin? They're taking profits for it. And then they're going to put that aside, save some more money, wait for all of the capitulation to happen, wait for all the problems in the world to happen. And then they're going to buy it all back at a discount even more. And they're going to keep doing this time after time after time. And this is not on a daily basis. We're talking about maybe on a quarter of a year basis or a half a year basis, or we're talking maybe on a yearly basis, right? So if you're getting into Bitcoin thinking, I'm going to make money overnight, you're in the wrong market. Bitcoin is all about patience, okay? Patience when you buy and when you sell. Economics 101. When someone is buying something, someone is selling something. Now, if you went to a car dealer, right, and there was a car there for $20,000, right, and you said to the guy, can you give me a discount on it? And he went, yeah, I can actually. I'll sell it to you for $18,000. And you went, oh, that's an awesome discount. I'll give you 25 for it. Why would you do that? And this is what's happening here. Why would you buy the car for more than what it's worth? And when you can see that there is other people here in the future who are going to sell it to you for a discount. And all you got to do is wait, because you don't need it today, right? You've got your cash, leave it in the bank, keep saving your money, right? Because at the moment, the banks are giving out 5-6% interest per year. So you're earning money on your banks. Even if you take your money and you put it in Coinbase, right? Or you put it in an exchange, you're earning 4-5-6% per year on it. And where my money is invested, I'm earning that on a daily basis right now. Future David here. I'm getting 5% per year and I'm getting interest payments on a daily basis. So I'm not getting 5% per day. I'm getting 5% per year, but interest payments on a daily basis. Okay, let's get back to the video. So you can't say that your euros or your dollars are worthless, because right now I'm making most of my savings are now on in exchange, earning money on a daily basis. And then when I can get my Bitcoin out, that Bitcoin goes back to a normal currency, a fiat currency, and it earns interest on it. And then when I can buy that cryptocurrency back, or the crypto assets back, I buy them back at a discount, plus the interest that I've made on it too. So this is what you've got to remember. You've got to think about it. When is the market going to go down? And what signs do we have right now? What signs? I'm not talking about drawing pirate candles and all sorts of wedges and stuff like that, because that's what the institutional traders, the retail brokers, all of the businesses, they must teach you as a retail trader how to trade. It's one of their things that they've got to do. And this is the conflict of interest that they have with their customers, is they teach you how to trade. And if they've taught you how to trade, they know how to make money from you because they taught you how to do it. And a retail broker sells and buys stocks or shares to you, so they are on the other side of the trade. And 90% of traders will lose 90% of their money within 90 days. And the retail broker, they will make money from you all the time with that. So this is what you've got to remember. As a retail trader, your $1,000, your 1,000 euros is like dropping a grain of sand in a swimming pool. It doesn't move the market, right? The people who come in with humongous, massive rocks and stones and throw them in a swimming pool, they put ripples in the market, right? And other people put ripples in the market, and slowly you get a wave, right? Or you get a trend, and people start following the trend and they start surfing the trend. And before you know it, then people are talking about this tsunami that is going on, and everyone just follows this. And then suddenly someone says, you know what, I'm just going to throw another rock in and turn that wave around because I can stop that wave. Your money doesn't do that, okay? Your money doesn't do that. But the institutional banks, the hedge fund managers, the retail brokers, they need you to get on the other side of this one trade to take their money, right? When they want to get out, when they pull the rug out from you, they need you to put your money into that trade so they can get their money out. Remember, when someone sells something, someone has got to buy it. So they need a fool to buy their thing at an overpriced price so they can make a profit on it. Don't be that person. You need to be the person who buys from someone who is capitulating, right? And you buy it at the bottom. And if you think it's the bottom, just wait another day, right? And it will go down even further. And if it goes up a little bit after that and you think, I didn't get the bottom, so be it. You missed out on maybe a tiny, tiny percent. So this is what you've got to think about. And this is what these moves are, okay? These moves are me thinking about, where is the market going to move? Where is the smart money place their bets? Right? Where is the smart money buying and where is the smart money selling? And right now, the only place I care about is where is the smart money buying it back at a discount. And you can see here that it's come in and around these lines. Now, these candle wicks are the things that are painting the picture. The closing of the price, that's where all the liquidity is. But the smart money was the thing that made all these wicks happen, because they put in lots of orders and they moved the price back up again, all right? And they're taking advantage of this really, really good, lucrative time. Now, got to remember, these are companies that do this on a regular basis, and they can see more. They pay more. They see all of the transactions. They see all of the order book. They pay for this information. I don't see any of this information, so I've just got to guess, and I'm going to underline that, guess, where they are buying and when they are selling. And we know that we see from these candles where there is some form of strong amount of buying. And we can see here, look, move 3A. This was here, and it touched this line. Move 4, okay, it went through this line, but we see some form of support here where the price, even if we go down to the hourly market, we see here, move 5, it's bouncing off this. So there's a lot of buying here. It's stopping the selling from coming, it's stopping the selling from going down even further. So we see there is some form of psychological level here where the people are buying, right? With the wick is just telling where the real profits were taken, right? These people, they had their orders down here. They went, the price is going to come down here. I'll stick my buy order here. This is opportunity. They went, if it comes here, maybe it'll come a little bit further, right? People capitulate and push it a little bit further. So do I think it will come to move 6? Yes. Absolutely, it's coming to move 6. Do I think it's coming to move 7? Yes, absolutely, right? And if we go down to the 4-hour one, do I think it's coming to move 8? 100%, right? If you watched all of my other videos, I've said it's coming to move 8, right? And if you haven't watched them, and you just look at the final part, like literally go to YouTube and watch the videos, and you'll see this, right, at the end of the video. And I've said it's coming to move 8, 100%. And right now it's getting there. It is showing all of the signs. It's showing all of the signs that it's going there. And this is not me guessing, right? This is not me guessing. This is me using stuff that other people have basically like repeated and repeated every single time on the last dump. And I went, okay, I'm not sure about that, but I'm going to give the people the benefit of the doubt that they know what they're talking about. And I put a post-it note last time this happened, post-it note by the side of my computer, and said, the price is going here, right? The price is going here. And it went there. It went there, right? Literally, bang, and it touched the line and went back up again. And that is how much faith I have in this, is because this wick is painting a picture. It's literally told us a picture of the past, of what happened before, and what the psychology of what the big people, this for this wick takes a humongous amount of money to bring it back up again, all right? And it didn't really need that amount of money to be selling. If no one was buying, then it would have just dropped down so quickly down to here until it found someone that was buying, right? And then when someone was buying it, it said, I'm going to buy loads of it. And it boomed it back up again, right? Because it just boomed it back up again really, really quickly. That was just a very abstract way of looking at it. But if there's no one selling, or if there's no one buying, you've got to move the price down to another point where someone might be buying, and down again until you find someone that's buying. And if you don't find anyone that's buying, it keeps dropping in the price. So this is the way you got to think about it, right? With that said, this is my thoughts, and all of my thoughts right now they have happened. Did I manage to sell my Bitcoin at the price I wanted? Well, I did, but I never did, because I moved my sell order. I wanted 67,000 in the beginning, and I was kind of thinking that the euphoria might take it a little bit further. So I moved it to 67.5, and it didn't go to 67.5. So I wouldn't have got that limit order anyway. Yeah, 67.5. It wouldn't have gone that anyway. And so I moved it to 68,000, because I don't want to be selling. I want to be selling exactly where I want. And if the euphoria had continued, it would have maybe spiked up all the way up to here, but it didn't. And the whole time that I'm making these videos is because I know that it was overbought and it had to correct at one point. And now that it is following that pattern and correcting, I'm all right with that, because I've already sold some Bitcoin as well. And I'm now waiting for move 8. And if move 8 happens, that's where I start thinking about where I'm going to buy my Bitcoin back, because I've sold it at a profit. And yes, I didn't get to sell this, but I've sold some of it at a profit, and I'm going to put it back in at another place. And right now it is not above move 8, right? I don't care. Whatever happens, I am not going to buy any more of my sold Bitcoin at a discount higher than what move 8 is. It's got to come below this line, right? And so anywhere between here. But if it comes past move 8, it's probably going to tap move 9. And if the market is not strong enough to keep move 9, this is the only place that I'm buying it back. So if it teeters around here, right? If it comes down around here and it makes like a little sideways motion down here in the future, obviously in the future, then this is the point where I think, okay, there is some consolidation here. Is this then accumulation period ready for it to go up again? If we see signs of a good accumulation for a week or 2 weeks or whatever, then I'll contemplate buying once again, right? But if we come down, up, and then it tests this move 9 even further, then it's going to more than likely come down. I haven't even given this a name, right? I'm not even going to give it a name yet, because if it comes down to move 9, we have to start naming these as well, all right? With that said, the most important thing that I want you to get out of this is if you did buy up here, and you're panicking now, it's come down to here, then keep saving your money and wait for it to come down here and put some more back in here. 48,000, 67,000, do the mathematics. You need to buy a lot less here, or you need to use a lot less money to buy the same amount up here. And when this goes back up, you can sell this off, right? Sell this off up here, break even, and wait for it to come back down again and put it in again, all right? So take a loss on this, say, fine, it's done. I'm going to learn from it. It's an expensive lesson, but make sure between now and then that you can buy it back at a cheaper price. Remember, you're going to get back at like 30-40% discount down here, so you don't need as much money. With that said, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for all the support you've been giving the channel over the past days or a couple of weeks and stuff. It has been a rocky ride so far. It's going to get a lot more rocky, and if you are on the euphoria train thinking it's going to go to 100,000, it is going to go to 100,000, but it's going to be over lots and lots of steps, right? And it isn't going to go there in one go. And if it does tap 100,000 in one go, it'll probably tap 15,000 in the second go, all right? So the more that you want it to go to 100,000, the faster it gets there, the faster it's coming back down even further, all right? If it slowly gets to 100,000, really, really slowly on a nice gradual, let's go back to the weekly basis. If this is the mindset that you need to have, right? And this is the mindset I do have. Oh yeah. If the price goes up really, really slowly all the time, right? Then the chances are it will come down really, really slowly, and then it will go back up really, really slowly. But if it comes up really fast, it will come down even faster. All right. So when you go into Bitcoin, remember, you need patience, and you need to be able to put that money in, and you need to think that it's got no value anymore, right? The only people that make money in Bitcoin are the ones that buy it, okay? You have to buy Bitcoin to make money on it, but you have to buy it at the right time to make money on it, all right? So if you want to be someone who's going to win with Bitcoin, you need to be someone who's willing to buy it and have patience and wait a long time, okay? Wait a long time. Long time is not months. Long time is years. So if you see you're going to be using Bitcoin, at the moment there is no utility in Bitcoin, all right? I mean, there's probably like 1 or 2 countries that are actually have adopted it, but none of the rest of the other hundreds of countries, 160, 170 countries or whatever, they haven't adopted anything yet to do with this. So this is still the beginning. So this is a good sign. This is still a good sign that if you get in right now, you're still at the beginning of it. But if it's going to take a long time, then just have a little bit of patience to get in it at the right time. You know, the bond market compared to the crypto market. I mean, the crypto market is just like pennies compared to the bond market, which is their millions. So even if a small percentage of the bond market in the world can put their money into crypto instead, the price, this 50,000 is nothing. It's going to be 500,000, but there is a journey. It's got to get there first. It has to show its test through time, right? And the volatility has to go in order for the big banks and the insurance companies and the pension funds and all for them to put their money in. They're not going to put their customers' money in to something that is that volatile, right? They want risk off. They want to know they put their money into stuff that is stable, right? And over a long period of time. So right now, this is the initial phase. You've got to expect volatility, and with volatility comes loss and comes lots of reward. So you've got to remember this. Okay, I'm done for now. The next video I make will be next Saturday, because I am on holiday now for come tomorrow. Thank you very much for all the support, and I'm going to end this right now. Ciao, ciao, and goodbye.